Welcome back, guys. You thought we had been gone, but no, soccer idiots are still
We're
here.
still back and we're still idiots.
We just want to thank you guys for your patience, cooperation. We know we do have lives or stuff going on, so
And
we apologize
families
for
as well.
families and all that good stuff going on.
And
but
as you can see, Tony's not here. Things are changing when you're making it big. And
and when El Salvador beats Guatemala, after all that crap talking they were doing over there,
all the
Tony
true
included.
feelings come out. All the true feelings come
Tony
out.
included. No, but jokes aside, yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep it going. We're doing like a little recap of the qualifiers and stuff, and how El Salvador beat Guatemala again at home, La Selecta. You know,
Selecta.
so yeah, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get it started. So yeah, the qualifiers that we're headed off. I think El Salvador's group is the hardest because you have El Salvador, you have Suriname, you have Panama, and then you have Guatemala, who
Is doing good.
is doing good
Or was
doing
doing
good.
Sorry, Tony.
Yeah, but yeah, they were doing good, but I think qualifiers and the Gold Cup are just two very different animals, two very different beasts.
Yeah.
Like,
Because now that you're in qualifiers, you're playing against these scrappy teams that can be just as scrappy as you,
or even more.
or even more.
Mhm.
And
According to the Guatemalans, where they say all
Yes.
they do is just hit, and like hit. But like, bro, I think that's
Central American
that's
soccer.
Central American.
yeah.
That's just qualifier type.
That's all my
soccer.
dad taught me how to do before I kick a ball. He'd like learn how to kick shins before you kick a ball.
If they hit you, you hit back
If
harder.
You hit back harder. Y no lloras. No llores. Si llores, we're going to...
Let them know that you're here from the beginning.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna
yeah.
be here all day. I'm gonna be on you.
But that Guatemala game was just... First of all, the two teams are interesting. You have a team that is, wasn't considered a good team, Guatemala, and then they made it to the semifinal of the Gold Cup. They had an amazing run, and then you had a team that, with the coach that they have right now, that's known for turning teams around, starting to rebuild, just like Guatemala did a few years ago. And I think Guatemala just kind of got knocked off the sky and knocked off their high horse for that.
Yeah,
15
even
minutes of fame.
all of their analysts, everyone was talking like so much stuff, and it's just like, bro, like, okay, like, no offense to all of my Guatemalans out there and stuff, but you guys haven't ever even made it to the World Cup, like, not once, not once. I mean, El Salvador have gone like, it's been like what 40 plus years, but we've gone there like twice.
We're on the record.
Yeah, we're on the record. Like, we have a player that's world renowned,
Yeah.
Mágico González, like
Even Thousand Fires.
Thousand Fires, Cien Fuegos, and then there's been players. I mean, Guatemala has their players too, but not someone like El Mágico who Maradona even talked to. So we have like history and stuff,
Yeah,
but
the
I mean,
most I can think of is Pescadito. Pescadito was great, but never went to Europe, right?
yeah, it never went to, like, they played qualifiers, but never gone, and it's always better to do. You're talking like on the field,
Yeah.
like with the ball, without the ball, like just how you play, like.
Yeah, and then watching that game, it was just Salvador didn't play great.
They didn't play great, but sometimes you don't play great and you win,
And you get the win.
So I mean,
But they were battling, they were cramping.
they were, what, they were cramping because of the. I think it's supposedly because of the field. The field was like
artificial grass.
artificial turf, but it's different. But I mean, yeah, they were cramping.
I just saw the number 5 like spraying like that ice spray from his butt cheek to his calf. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's funny.
A lot of those guys, the physicality. So that's how the physicality took a toll on them.
And
stuff.
Guatemala was ready. Guatemala, I mean, they had just come off the Gold Cup. Physically, they were ready.
But even then, I don't think they played as good as they did
In the Gold Cup.
the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
Again, circumstances are different. Like, you're playing here in the U.S., the fields are nice, the atmosphere isn't like how it is and stuff.
get
They don't have
pumped up,
pressure
yeah.
of all that, and they talked and they didn't show up. And again, it's like, now hating on the Guatemalans, but you guys thought you guys were Argentina, Brazil, coming up and like, we're gonna show you guys how to play this and that. It's like, bro, first go to the World Cup and then
They just started saying boludo out of nowhere.
although they meant Bolillo, our coach, but no,
Accents change.
yeah. All things aside, again, tough game.
It was a tough game, but what I have to admit for Salvador, the subs that were made, that new kid,
Ordaz.
Yeah,
he's
amazing.
He's a baller. He's good.
What was that? You probably know better than I do. But there was like a kid years ago, it's like up and coming before like Salvador got involved with another scandal of like being sold off. Sarata or
Celaya.
Celaya.
Yeah. He was good.
He was he was our only hope, and then
The same
scandal.
number too.
Yeah,
11.
11.
Yeah. I remember. There was a couple players, but yeah, that's how that's how you know it's a process. Like ours is barely starting, while Amara is more advanced, but we got the win like overdated.
Yeah.
And I think the coach, how they said of El Salvador, Bolio Gomez, he tactically, he did his thing.
Yes.
Like he won us that game.
Well, let's when you speak about tactics, sometimes you have to know, and I think that's the problem with sometimes coaches, especially like coaches like Pochettino, where you have a team and you're expecting players to do a certain thing or be a certain way, but you have to remember the culture of the country that you're playing for, the type of soccer culture that they have.
It's different.
And
Yeah.
at the end of the game, the defense the Salvadorian defense was just bombing the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the coach wanted. I think it's like, hey, you guys are not physically fit. You guys are not.
It's the end of the game. It's later in the game.
Later
the
in the
field, the turf.
You guys don't even touch when you guys are fit. When you guys are good in the beginning of the game, just get the ball.
Just grind it out.
Yeah.
Just grind it out.
And at first, I was criticizing the Salvadorian team, like, dude, what are they doing? Like, this looks terrible. But then after they won, after the interviews, I'm thinking, that's probably what they were instructed to do, to get the win.
Just get the result.
Get the result, and let's get the hell out of here.
Go back home.
Celebrate.
And you're expected to win at home.
Exactly.
And especially in these qualifiers.
Well, if you're in Salvador, you're not expected to win at all.
No, but I mean, but I mean, like, home, it's an advantage, you know? And then you go and lose to Suriname 2-1. Again, you played a little bit better, but still not to take advantage of what you're supposed to.
And you know what? I will admit, Guatemala, they were the better team. They were the better team. They were controlling the game more. But once
even
those
then,
subs were made,
yeah,
they started feeling the pressure.
Because even then they lacked ideas too.
Yeah,
and then you go to the Suriname game, which is completely different. Where El Salvador played a little bit better, but you're basically playing against guys who were from Netherlands, and they have like a good soccer, and they all play in Europe, but playing for Suriname, and they're fast.
Yeah,
they're good players. They're fast. They're strong. So
I even know most of the players.
Yeah, no, even
but they were good.
They were good though. Yeah, some of the players on the ball, they were good, but also they showed up. But I mean, if you're El Salvador, you see they're doing crosses. No, if you're playing against these type of players, you need to keep the ball.
Yeah,
possess it more and play on the ground.
But El Salvador is not the team yet to do that.
Not yet. I think they can be.
They can.
But again, like you said, the process isn't as long as it was. It's a barely coming together, and so it's
gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while with all this time. It's
Salvadorian fans, hang in there.
There's players that to compete.
Well, look what happened in Guatemala.
Yeah,
they're doing great now. We're doing
great. Yeah, because they lost. And they tied.
They tied against Panama.
Yeah.
And Panama's not an easy country.
They're not. Panama has would have been the countries on the rise, quick.
In
fast.
the Gold Cup, who did they play against? Mexico, right?
No, they got eliminated. I think they got eliminated by Guatemala, no?
No, because Guatemala.
No, Honduras.
Was it Honduras? It was Honduras. And Honduras, that was just unlucky for Honduras and Panama, because they're both countries that, at least to my knowledge, that they're known as strong. Usually, they're just strong.
Yeah, but I think in recent matchups, Honduras has had Panama's number.
Yeah.
Has had Panama's number. So I mean, even now though, Panama and Guatemala also played against each other, no? Oh no, that was Canada.
That was
Canada. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah. But even then, to tie at home, that's a big win for Guatemala.
It is,
and that's a loss for Panama.
But and again, I don't even want to say that Panama is a bad team in the sense of taking away from Guatemala.
No, they're not. Yeah, no, they're not.
And you can't even say that they are, because they've always been. Mm-hmm. They've been the underdogs, but they've been there, and
they've improved drastically.
Years ago, they even screwed up the U.S. chances of qualifying.
That phantom goal was it? And you know who was the coach? The coach of El Salvador now.
Oh.
For Panama.
Panama could do it. Salvador could do it.
Exactly, yeah. With a little help of Phantom goal, yeah, we get a Phantom goal to go through.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
yeah. So I mean, that's a surprise. Again, like Panama, both tied. They have 2 points. Guatemala has 1 point. So everyone in that group has points.
Yes.
Has points.
Yeah.
So October is going to be even more important than.
It's an interesting thing because you have the two bottom teams, right? The bottom feeding teams right now, which is Panama and Guatemala technically, and then you have the other two teams that
Suriname in first.
they're
and then-
both playing the two bottom teams. So that's going to be interesting to see how those games play out because
if there was,
they have a lot to lose. And,
they do.
You know,
They have a lot to
and
lose.
it's
a
not
lot.
one of those games where it's like, oh, we tie, we just tie.
No,
We'll get through
yeah,
that.
no. It's like you're gonna have to go out for the win.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to find a way to get the win.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you talk about like processes that have been long, like a team that I was surprised with was Nicaragua. Like they got out playing less players, 10 at home, but they tied to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And like Costa Rica is well known. Like they're the best Central American
Yeah.
team.
They are.
They've always been, but even then they. So what was surprising was they tied to Nicaragua, late, but then they went on to lose to Haiti, at home. So Costa Rica lost
Yeah.
at home. So right now they only have 1 point from. Everyone would have probably thought like, oh, Costa Rica didn't come out with 6 points.
They have to. Well, your mentality.
Your
Is they
mental-
have to.
yeah, they have to.
Like
Now-
Haiti and Nicaragua. And Nicaragua is not an easy team,
They're not. I've heard like their process, like again, a longer process, but they've been doing good.
but they're the same.
Team
They're
things.
that same culture of like you think of Panama, you think of Nicaragua, and even Honduras. You think they're physical, they're strong, they're physical. They're
And
not,
at home, it's
yeah,
even
and they're
more
not like they're not like Guatemala and Salvador where you get like these scrappy like that like they hit you under the ball or like no
They'll
bump
hit you.
shoulders
Yeah, they'll
and
hit you. Yeah, they'll
make you
hit you.
fly. Yeah, it's crazy.
But they also have good players who
They do.
can make like a difference. Like the goal for the penalty kick, like I saw it and it was a smart move. Like he lifted it up, he made the turn, lifted it up, and the defender just got there late. Like just one slight thing like that, and if you come in late, like it's a crucial thing. It's a crucial moment
And then when
to
you
come
play
through.
when you play at that level with those countries, you're taught get a penalty, throw yourself on the floor. Like as much as Brazil and like all these European teams, they flop. Like flopping is a very big thing. It's
art.
It's
It's
art.
an art
It's
on its own.
It's an art. It really is. And I remember my dad even sometimes like they touch you, they put their hands on your back, you throw yourself, and I'm like, why? It's like just do it.
Especially with like how they're coming in, like the force. Like if you see it, like it's gonna be. So say take it for the El Salvador game. Like I think the goal that they got taken away, like I think that should have been a goal. Why? Because the guy like went in the forward. So it's not like he went like, oh, like let me take the
Yeah.
ball with me. Like
Yeah.
it was just like everything was a natural movement. So like I felt like that goal should have stood.
But when you talk about the natural movement rule, it's like how many times do you see referees where the hand's up in the air? And it's like when you jump, your hands are going to go up, but they still mark it. And then you get referees like that Mexico game in the Gold Cup final where he's falling, puts
Palm on the
palm to
hand.
like LeBron. And
Again, another natural movement.
technically,
so-
yeah. And as much as U.S. fans want to say, no, well, he should have put it to the side, it's like you play it in real time, it's just
It's
quick.
hard. Yeah,
it's quick,
hard.
it's fast.
But then again, so if they didn't call that one, then this one shouldn't be called either because
Exactly.
they're both
And sadly, that's all down to the referee.
to a referee and to VAR and how they want to go about it. Which again, it just shows that VAR isn't necessarily like the solution to everyone
It's not.
thought it was going to be
No.
because each refs think about it and in real time or in slow time, like they distinguish it in different ways.
Yeah.
So it's like
'Cause
neither
even when
here
you-
nor there.
Because even when you break it down, like there's some refs that just have the experience and the knowledge of, being able to make that quick time decision, and even when it's not a quick time decision, to look at it and say, "Sorry, you guys." it's
Yeah,
not."
because in quick time decision, he said, "Oh, goal."
Yeah.
And then they brought it to his attention, and it's like, oh, okay, like, and it took a while.
You did.
It did take a while,
Yeah.
so I was just like, when it takes longer, it's like, it's kind of more like he's gonna call it back.
And then just to go deeper into that, there's some refs that, you obviously, you have people helping you, but at the same time, there's some refs that they're still making the decision, and sometimes you don't have the rule book in front of you, and you're doing it off of what you think is right and what you think
know.
you know your experience. And I'll give you, you know, I think it was a Chelsea game I saw years ago, and he didn't use VAR, they didn't use any of this, but the ref, and I forgot about this rule completely. Goalie comes out, defender's in place of the goalie, the forward's in between the defender and the goalie, and they called offsides. And everybody was like, no, that's not offsides. How could it be offside? And the ref's like, no, that's the rule. If the goalie and the defender swap, it's the keeper acts as the last man. And you can't be in between them. And I had forgotten about that rule completely.
Because it's rare.
It's rare
when you see it.
But then when you see, like I said, it's the experience, it's the knowledge, and you know, you see these calls, and you're like, what ref are we getting? Does he have the experience? Does he have the knowledge to make a good call, or is he gonna make a bad call? And it's like I said, the Mexico game at the final, as much as people want to say it was a bad call, it wasn't. It was a quick reaction.
And again, that can lead to even bigger repercussions or bigger decisions. Like, hey, okay, you keep that goal, it's a tie 2-2, or you again in that Gold Cup final, like, hey, you give a PK, they scored a PK, the game's tied. Like, it changes like the balance and stuff, and especially like what everyone is playing for here, like qualifiers for like a spot to go to the World Cup, like a big main event, like those things, you know, can lead to bigger things. So I mean, again, hard on the refs. It's just hard on everyone. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they are there for a reason. Yeah.
And you know, these qualifiers they're interesting games, man. They're interesting games because you look at the European teams and you look at the Central American teams, and it's just a different ball game because you go to the European teams and you have big guys like Haaland, you have big guys like Zlatan, like Cristiano Ronaldo, that you can play them in the air. You can have a diverse team where, hey, I have a big guy, but I also have wingers that are fast, or wingers that are not maybe not as fast, but they can get you a ball. And when you go to Central America, you're limited. Like everybody's the same height.
or around there, yeah.
Everybody's the same height.
They're as fast.
They're just as fast as you are. Yeah, and it's a matter of, especially with the Guatemala game, it's a matter of just they're not able to adjust.
So so to start off, I think it started off with like a lot of surprises, and I feel like as they continue, there's gonna be even more surprises, and it's gonna get even more like nitty gritty, and it's just gonna be like good, but you're also gonna see like a lot of bad.
And going, like I said, I had so much fun watching that Guatemala game just because it was just interesting to see the way maybe the coach had planned it, but Guatemala was expecting Salvador, just like any other professional team, because nowadays everybody's trying to do the same thing. They're expecting them to play out, and Guatemala's like pressure.
And El Salvador says, "Screw this,
boot it, and then find what was his name, Ordaz
or one of the forwards that was
that was their long ball play. They went from playing soccer to American soccer.
To American football stuff. Yeah. But I mean, even then, you've seen other teams like do it too. Like I guess it's just like the normal thing. Like it's later on, you're tired. Yeah. Your legs aren't there. Like your brain isn't there. It's not there. So you know what? The first thing you do is you see the ball coming to you. Like get it out as far away as possible. You want so you get the time running, get it going. You know, you give yourself like a little breathing room to just be able to, okay, like I have a couple more in me just to keep going, you know? So, again, these are how the qualifiers are played. They're interesting. And they're about to get even more interesting next month. Like, it's about to get real.
Because these teams are fun to watch now. Like, now that soccer's advanced throughout the world, and it's not, you know, YouTube, and people are investing more money in it, whether you're a small country or big country. I mean, look at, like you said, Bolillo, he was coaching all these teams in Salvador. Like, dude, we need him now. And so
exactly, like Haiti in the World Cup, you always seen like they got good players. They just beat Costa Rica at home 3-2, so like they're up. Suriname, they've also advanced. Like they're it's not weak anymore. Like everyone's like pretty evened.
And out. I think it's a problem too when these bigger teams like Canada, US, Mexico, like they're so big headed in the sense of like, and it's hard not to be. You
Yeah.
have a great history, you have a great track record, you've had great players, well known players. People probably know Michael Bradley better than El Mágico.
Maybe.
But
Michael's still better than
debatable,
Bradley, though.
debatable. But you know, now you're starting to see the ground even out throughout, you know, the soccer world in Central America and even South America. Like,
Yeah. So you see Bolivia. Bolivia
Yeah,
just
I
went
was-
to
yeah.
the playoff. So it was between Bolivia and Venezuela,
Mhm.
and Venezuela got spanked 6-3 by
and
Colombia.
Venezuela's technically known as like a better team.
Then Bolivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe nowadays, yeah. Before they were like even, but nowadays, like maybe the only thing about Bolivia is like their advantage is, again, when you play at home to
Yeah.
like that altitude, like dude, it is so hard to breathe. Like I've heard, like that's, again, in qualifiers, like if you play at home, like it's a must win. Like
Yeah.
because you have all the advantage of their like. So that's why like Bolivia, like so say for example, let's just put it out there like this: if the World Cup were to be in Bolivia, they'd probably be one of the best candidates to go far. Why? Because that altitude they're used to it. It gives them that advantage. Everyone else would probably be like gassed and stuff. Like it's hard, and it's not that you could be like, oh yeah, like let's train in like
For like a
they've-
week.
a month. I don't know. They've lived there their whole entire
Yeah.
life, so like they're accustomed to it. So it's gonna be 90 minutes, and their lungs are still like, I can keep going.
Yeah.
I can keep going, like regardless, you know. But I mean, props to Bolivia as well because now they have an opportunity to go back to the World Cup. Which
Yeah.
I think the last time was maybe in the U.S. when they were here. I don't know, but it's been a while for them too.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of teams. Even the previous World Cup, there was a lot of teams that people were shocked that were there, besides Qatar. But
because they're hosting it.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams.
Like Morocco too, they fired their coach,
That's
and they made a
right.
good good
Morocco
run. Like
did an
they
amazing run.
and now Morocco, since we're talking about the qualifier, is the first African team to qualify
Yeah.
for the World Cup. So like they're
Mhm.
already there. So like again, it's a whole like 360 type thing. Like
Yeah.
again, like
But
processes like this
But
are
people, when you're working with teams that don't have the history that nobody really believes in, you have the patience as well.
Mm.
And as hard as it is to have that patience, you eventually get it.
You do.
And when you have teams like Argentina, Brazil, U.S., Mexico, France, all these other teams, like you want to change night and day. Like
Yeah.
by tomorrow, we need to start winning games.
It's a lot easier when you have those players though,
Yeah.
from there. But even then, like all those teams that you mentioned, like when they've had to like try to qualify for World Cup, some of them have even struggled themselves. You know, so like
Well,
it's
look at Italy.
being left off. Yeah.
There was a year they won the Euros,
And then they didn't make it to the World
qualify to the
Cup. Yeah,
World
it's like
Cup.
how is the European champions not going to be
Oh,
in the biggest? So yeah. Even the big teams struggled. What could we expect from
Yeah.
the smaller
I
teams?
think
But
this year they're struggling too with
yeah, I just seen that they beat Israel like it was like 6-5 or something like that. I'm like, there was no defense played. They're like 11 goals, like 6-5. Like it's rare when you see.
and
like,
even the European qualifiers have been fun to watch. Ronaldo.
40 years old, that was a
I don't care.
banger.
I don't care how old
Yeah,
you are. I
that-
don't care who it was against.
that was a banger.
That was an amazing goal.
That was a banger. And then
Amazing goal.
a day before that, since we're talking about Cristiano, like Messi,
Oh,
the little chip
yes.
that he made, and the last time that he got to play like in La Bombonera, like there,
Yeah.
because his last qualifier is like it's just like a whole beautiful circle moments. Like that's
Yeah.
what we. This is why like this is the best sport. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just
Just those moments that keep it alive.
exactly like it's
And-
just nice to watch. It's
Yeah, I
beautiful.
saw Messi do that. I'm like, you didn't do that in Miami.
Again,
Oh.
different players though.
I'm like,
Let me
you
just
trying
sucker
to-
punch,
You trying to fight people in Miami?
or spit on.
Spit on.
Oh, dude,
my
that was
God, dude.
That was just bad. Like
He's a 40-year-old man, by the way.
yeah, like
He's a 40
like I don't know what goes in Luis Suarez's head, but you know what? Like
for those younger viewers, imagine if your dad just came to your school and spit in your teacher's face. That's
you gave him an F. He deserves an A. yeah. That's bad. Like honestly, I think someone in the MLS. You know, I don't feel like I don't want anyone to get hurt or anything like that. But someone in the MLS needs to just come in as Suarez and take him down. Like you know, like he's been getting away with this stuff for like too long. You know,
Yes.
and like no one has really like besides maybe like Patrice Evra. When
Yeah.
he refused to like shake and he grabbed me, he was just like, nah, bro, like this isn't gonna fly. Like someone needs to come in and just
Finish those leads out. Just
like, you know,
take
like,
those leads
yeah,
for
you
good.
know, just, you know, like, have them like, hey, like, this, like, that's not cool, bro. Like, don't be doing stuff like that. And like his apology on Instagram, this is like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, come on.
You're like, your publicist did that. You didn't write that.
Yeah, and he only got, and so like, say for example, he got like 6 games suspended in the Leagues Cup. Bro, Luis Suarez not gonna play the Leagues Cup ever again. Like, and he only got 3 games in MLS. And like right now, it's probably gonna benefit him because he's gonna be like well rested and stuff.
Because the Miami's doing good already. They don't need to worry about qualifying.
So it's like, you know, like give and take. But I mean, yeah, someone just come in and just like, wham, like.
But in other news, and we joked about this with Tony and with you. Aaron Ramsey scored Sunday.
He's playing in La Liga MX.
He's playing in Pumas.
In Pumas.
And something happened very recently.
It's the Aaron Ramsey
The Aaron Ramsey curse.
That's the Aaron Ramsey curse.
For those of you that don't know,
look it up.
Look it up. The Aaron Ramsey curse. We're not gonna.
It's real.
It's apparently
it's
real.
It's real.
Basically, anytime he scores, someone loses a life, and someone lost a life. And for those of you that follow politics in the U.S., it was pretty wild. But yeah, the Aaron Ramsey curse remains undefeated. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't.
And with those thoughts, we leave you guys. But no, I mean, yeah. I've heard about that curse, and yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But again, guys, we are back. We're still here. We never left.
Tony's on sabbatical.
Again, we do have lives. We do this because, you know, we like to, we enjoy it, like it works. But I mean, sometimes we have to find ways to make it work. So just again,
we're regular average Joes here.
Exactly. So just stay patient. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back next time. And again, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. We'll chat with you guys, and we'll see you guys soon.